Yo, welcome back to Conscious Against the podcast. I'm I'm Kale. In the middle, we got Tom. On the other side of the table, I got Jeff here. We back here at Mama Stella's, official sponsor, first sponsor of the podcast. Best lamb chops in Clayton, Maryland. Best lamb chops that I had in Maryland. It might be in the DMV. But yeah, make sure y'all come check them out. Address should pop here. How did it pop up?
Where did it pop up? We doing this every episode.
Yeah, you gotta.
All right, yeah, it'll pop up.
I prefer not, but okay.
I mean, we'll pop it. I'll give him like a few seconds.
Okay, all right. But without further ado, we're just gonna go ahead and get right in the show. I guess we're just gonna check everybody's temperature. How's everybody? I guess dare I say like mental right now?
I'm livid. I'm livid.
I mean, as you should be with everything going on. I seen in the news. If you don't know, they have convicted the guy of third degree.
They didn't convict him. They charged.
I'm not charged. I'm sorry. Charged the guy third degree murder. I seen people like upset that it was third degree murder. We kind of tried to do our Googles before the show. If you're an expert in that, go ahead in the comments, go crazy please, and explain to us. I guess really the difference, because I mean I don't know about y'all, but I really didn't know why people were mad that it was third degree.
Well, third degree murder is not what happened at all.
Okay.
What happened was definitely first degree murder. It was definitely premeditated. It came out that he actually knew him like for 15, 20 years, something like that.
I did see that. They was like a bouncer somewhere.
Yeah, at a club or something.
Yeah.
So it's no way it can be third degree murder, bro. It's like it doesn't even make sense. But what they charged him with was third degree murder, which is basically like an accidental murder. Like I killed somebody accidentally doing something. But
right.
Nothing like I'm really trying to kill this person. So third degree murder is probably 25 years, but it's not gonna get a life sentence, and he probably can get off with parole or something like that.
Okay.
I will not be surprised if he takes a plea deal and has to give his right to be like how you say the word? Municipal. Mm-hmm. I think that's how you say it.
Hey man, you the poli sci major.
His rights to like protect and serve.
Right.
And he has to do like community service or something like that. I'm not gonna be, because like you said, like the DA and the coroner's office all get their same checks from the same people.
Right.
So and they already came out and said that he had health complications and that.
Yeah, they did. I did see that.
Like Nick.
They said he had health complications.
Yeah, they try to say that. Yeah, they basically said they had health complications. I think they tried to say it was something.
This is why we can never not never, like hopefully never, but we can never really like truly win, because even when we win, we're still losing.
Right.
We're not getting the justice we're wanting. We're getting a throwaway justice. Here, nigga, damn, like
right.
Take this. Like it's not the actual sentencing of what it should be. So it's just tough. Like how do you police that? I mean, how do you like go to the next level?
I mean,
if we can't even, if we get him there, but the people who are making the judgments on him are his people, so they will be lenient in the sentencing. The only thing that really helping us is the social media. So
I mean, now that you bring up like social media, definitely playing like a key factor. And I feel like now, I don't want to say expediting them, but like definitely bringing like awareness and stuff to like different races and stuff. I seen like some people. We talked about it last episode with as far as the Jordan thing. You know, celebrities, us black people hold celebrities accountable and wanting them to speak up and stuff. And you see some celebrities and stuff speaking up now, but I seen some people like tweeting like, if you haven't like spoke on this, like I'm unfollowing you. Like I'm just like,
it's tough.
Yeah, it's like, what am I mean, I don't have the answers. I don't know. I know it's wrong. I know that I don't agree. And you know what I'm saying? And even with the riots and stuff, you see some black people disagreeing with rioting and stuff like that. But rioting, I mean, over history people have done riots like humans. It's a human thing that people do. It's not just a black thing that's being done.
I think I would be definitely disappointed if my idol or person I look up to didn't speak up on this issue. Like,
what do you want him to say though?
If he's black, he's not. I mean, you just gotta let it be known that
you understand what's happening.
Yeah, you understand what's happening. We're with you. Like, we're not so far, removed from, the struggles, I guess, that you're not, being seen. So I definitely think I would be disappointed if like the Jay-Z's or Beyonce's and Drake's or people at the top level, like the superstars, the actors like Denzel, stuff like that, don't speak up and come together as one, because that's what we really, it's too much not together. It's like we're too separated.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you. But like, I guess when I was looking at this, I was like, because of course, people, when you see the rioting, you see the looting, everybody's like, this is criminal, this is bad, this whatever. I'm like, how do you want people to get their point across? Like, Martin Luther King tried it peacefully, he got shot. Malcolm X tried it unpeacefully, he got shot. So it's like, how are people supposed to react? Like, how do white people want us to go about our way of finding justice?
I mean, it's crazy because like the first thing I thought about when I seen them trying to like make the rioting and stuff like a black thing, like the thugs and stuff like that, it's like the first thing I really thought about. I forgot the name of the daggone show, but it was like a show about history and stuff and taught you about history. Like the one episode that I remember when they rioted and stuff, the Boston Tea Party. Like there was white people doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I was like, it's not
cool
like a culture.
It's not cool. It's not cool.
Yeah,
we do it.
you know what I'm saying?
They don't see us as the same as them, so it's different.
Definitely. And I mean, and then I think about, we all come from like all went to Penn State, whatever, PWI, and stuff went on while we were in school.
Them niggas was rioting.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And people, it was protests and stuff going on.
They call it, even them people thugs. They call Penn State like a bad or a ghetto school because white people were flipping cars and stuff.
Oh, like, yeah, doing it. But I mean, I just thought about that, us being around like so many white people when stuff was going on and stuff. It definitely had me thinking like, all right, whose side are you on?
Right.
Like, and it's a conversation that you know what I'm saying, how do you introduce that to somebody, you know what I'm saying, you hang out with? But I was gonna read this text that Ryan, that's why I asked y'all, did Ryan reach out to y'all? He sent me a text and just said, yo bro, I figured it wouldn't hurt to shoot you a text. You matter, your family matters, you are my brother, and I got your back. I'm sure y'all just as mad as a lot of people. Stay strong, and if you need to vent, I'm here for you. I mean, it's just like simple texts and gestures like that. I haven't talked to Ryan probably like a week, man. Talk on and off.
Ryan's white, by the way.
Yeah, that matters.
It wasn't Ryan who reached. It was Sean reached out to him too.
Okay.
So,
all right, but I mean, that was just like really text messages.
They're brothers. They're brothers.
Yeah, they're twins. But it was just a dope text message to get. You know what I'm saying? So now you know where he's. You know what I'm saying? Knowing where your friends stand at.
Right. Yeah, I just don't know. It's just like every time we, like, as far as like the looting and stuff, we peacefully protest, but like you said, like they always respond with violence.
Right.
When we peacefully protest.
Right.
So how can we not counterfeit that same effort and respond back with violence if we being peaceful and you're literally shooting us, like, I don't know, tasing us.
Have y'all seen
dogs,
that, like,
all that shit, so
that Antif is like kind of behind all these stores being looted into, breaking into, burning the affordable housing. So if you don't know what Antif is an extreme left. I don't know if we can call them an organ. They call themselves a political party, but they go about ways out of the political, like, without using policy reform. So basically, their whole thing is they
just do it.
They hate everybody. Like, they hate the government. They hate the structure. They hate the system, and they're using this as a way as to get back at capitalists, big businesses, by destroying them and burning them down, and using our movement as a disguise to like get their point off. Because now
to do what they want to do,
to
push
their agenda by masking it as it's a black thing, like these black people are doing it. And that's why it's like, even if you look at certain videos, I don't know what, I was looking at the Target video, it was a white man, mask on, umbrella, and I had to realize why would someone, like, why you have an umbrella, but it's really, he was trained that if you use an umbrella, it helps like protect you from the pepper spray or everything, because of course this is going to like
yeah.
So I'm like, obviously these people have organized that we're going to use this opportunity, and the fact that it's going around all the country, even in UK.
Yeah, I did see that the first guy that started the looting was that,
like we're gonna get our agenda across. So it's like, and like I saw, like even with the affordable housing, like affordable housing burned down. Black people not burning down their own houses, especially affordable housing.
Yeah,
I could understand. I still can't understand if it had bad living conditions, because still people are living there.
Right.
So
nobody's gonna burn their own room down. Like, why would they do that?
I mean, that's really a good point, because I was really just concerned. Like, the first thing I thought about, you know what I'm saying, is why they riding and stuff. Make sure it's like kind of like definitely targeted away from like us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you got small business owners. You don't want burn down a small business, black owned businesses and stuff. Because then that's like definitely just counterproductive.
Exactly.
That's not who your fight is against.
So how do you guys feel about like the looting as a product
overall
a product of pushing our our angers out? Do you think the looting is justified? Is it?
I think it's
wrong.
The looting is kind of like if there was a Luke Clinton, told y'all what I'm getting. I'm getting tires.
You know what? Let's wait. Let's make this little. If people were looting, where would you want them to go, and what would you get?
Just go to Walmart in Clinton.
Clinton is trash. Why would you go there?
What do you mean? I just need tires. They got an automotive section. I just need tires.
Can you please stop hitting the table?
Oh, sorry.
I just need tires so bad.
Tires are expensive.
Tires is one of them purchases that you don't want to buy, but you have to buy.
Yeah,
that's not the first
and
thing
it
I'm
comes
looking
out of
for
nowhere.
right now,
Yeah.
I'm not looking for tires in the.
I'm saying, I say that to say is like you be having your own personal agenda when it comes to looting.
Oh, okay.
I'm fucking shit up, but I'm doing it.
I'm about to say, I seen a white person that in the video with lamps.
Oh,
It was like, yeah, she had these on her wish list. No one bought them for Christmas. These are mine. So where would you go and what would you buy?
I don't know. Take me to Tyson's too or something.
I would.
They did break into Chanel.
They broke into Louis. Did you see Atlanta, bro?
Yeah.
They broke into Icebox. They
Yeah.
broke into Dior. They broke into Louis.
I seen.
Bro, they cleared them. I'm like,
I seen that video while the people were looting. He was like, "Yeah, spoil your bitch."
I did see that.
Spoil your bitch.
I mean, I'm not mad. Like we said though, I'm not. In all seriousness, I'm not mad at the rioting and looting and stuff at all. Just because, like in history, if you don't give people resources, you don't give people a chance, or if you continually downing someone or doing a race or a certain, I guess, ethnicity wrong, that's what people do. It's like, what do you expect us to do?
Right. My only problem with the looting is I just wished it was coordinated.
You want a group chat?
Yes.
Organized chaos.
Yes. I wish like like a Black Panther Party type thing.
Right.
Like I wish it was an actual plan and steps we taking. Like this is like looting is going to get us this. Like
I think it's.
I mean, we know looting is like we were causing chaos and just bringing attention to how
what's going on,
how bad we're being treated. But
Stop talking with your hands, bro.
I like talking with my hands.
I can hear you every time you hit the table.
All right, man, you fucking up my spiel.
Nigga lost his train of thought.
Right.
He was on it. He was into it.
About to get my brother. Fuck. Anyways, see now I don't even know what I'm.
All right. Well, anyway. Okay. Well,
We can. Y'all want to read Trump's tweets?
God damn.
Yeah, we go ahead.
I mean, y'all president went out there and said.
Whoa.
Trump said these thugs are dishonoring the memory of George Floyd, and I won't let that happen. Just spoke to Governor Tim Walz. Is it Walz? Tim Walz, and told him that the military is with him all the way. Any difficulty, and we will assume control. But when the looting starts, the shooting starts. Thank you.
Well, to that one, Twitter actually they put a privacy on it because it was like he's insinuating or like promoting violence in some type of way. And my second thing is like Malcolm X once said, freedom and justice never came peacefully. Like you can't show, and he's right, like you can't show one instance in history where someone got freedom by peace. Never. So
or trying to talk it out.
Talk it out.
Hey.
No, white people never talked it out. They took what they wanted. Like every time, that's all they did was take what they wanted.
You have to deserve the peace to get freedom first and justice. So, but I mean, what do we expect from Trump, bro? He's an enabler of this. He's not the main source. He's not the person who started, but he's definitely an enabler 100%. And an enhancer of this behavior from white people.
Because think about who he's talking to. He's talking to all those rednecks, racists, and saying that when y'all see people looting, you got to go ahead to start taking these niggas out. Like you can do what you want. Like that's basically what he's saying.
And they're crazy. I mean, they're crazy enough to follow him.
Oh, for sure.
And they continuously do so.
Like we seen it with when they had the guns at the government building.
Yeah,
outside.
That's great. They was protesting, pushing the police.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? A full-on pushing match with police officers with AK-47s, ARs, all of that. Anything you can name up, gun you can name up, and here we are protesting, and they wanted to go to work. Also, they could go to work.
Even a few years ago, ago with the Charleston, Virginia. I think it was Charleston.
Oh yeah.
When they had a whole militia out there,
Right.
protesting, and it's just crazy the ways, the differences. You can clearly see it, like visible, how we get treated differently. Even did you see the CNN guy?
They got arrested. While doing his job.
Peacefully talking to the dude. He said, "Yeah, if you need me to move, let me know." He said, the dude said, "Okay." 2 minutes later, "Okay, yeah, you're under arrest." He hasn't moved. He hasn't did anything. How's he under arrest? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's no logic behind the things that they do.
I talked to my grandfather. I mean, I probably would encourage y'all to do the same, just to kind of like, cause you like doing the '60s and stuff, doing the same thing. As far as like the rioting and stuff going on and going to protests and stuff, he kind of said it kind of gave him kind of like flashback, like what's going on now. Definitely gave him like, you know what I'm saying, flashbacks. And he's the same. He's like basically shares the same sentiment that we share. Like, I mean, what else can we do but this? You know what I'm saying?
And I'm glad that you have that, but because most people don't have that like older person in their family talk to. Like, I don't, but okay.
She makes his life seem so bad.
Anyway.
Nah, go ahead. Go ahead.
You made me lost my train of thought. Jesus Christ. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, how long did we talk about this? I mean, I really don't have anything else kind of left.
I mean, you want to talk about like the people in DC protesting?
Oh, they organized that yesterday. Someone sent it to me, but
you got a text?
You gotta get the group chat.
I found out 3 hours later that I was late for it.
Typical niggas.
Jeff was right. We need a group chat.
we need some organized. Like, we need one massive place where, like, I don't want to say.
I think it was just on Twitter, bro. I think I saw like a flyer on Twitter, and
do you think we need a new black figurehead, like a new Malcolm or a new Martin Luther King,
or like a new Black Panthers guy? Like, what was his name? I'm so bad at it.
Like, I know, like an Angela Davis.
Huey Newton. Or what
the head of the
that was the Black Panther, Huey Newton, and I want to say
I think we need one.
Hey man,
I mean, I'm not gonna be the person, but I think we need somebody to bring us all together.
Yeah, I mean,
because right now we're just
okay. I got that, that's what I'm about to say. My quick question: so, would y'all be surprised if out of nowhere everything starts opening back up? Corona is now done. To make as a distraction for people to, like, you know, come back to reality from this whole because it's going everywhere. I didn't think it was. I thought it was just going to be like what happens every time. Somebody gets one black person, unarmed black person dies. People get mad, people riot, and then all of a sudden it just dies down.
Right.
Now it's in
like,
LA. It's in
everywhere, bro.
Yeah,
I've seen it in Nebraska. I didn't even know it was black people in Nebraska.
There was Amish people out.
I think
Amish people on the internet.
Yeah.
I think, dude.
People fed up, bro.
I mean, it's that, and due to COVID, niggas got time.
Yeah,
niggas
got time to deal with it.
Everybody's sitting at home with their phone.
I said that in the chat. I was like, niggas is mad at their kids. They mad at their job. They mad at their money.
Now this white dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now we can point this anger outwards.
Direct all this energy to this.
All this energy and time. People already want to go outside. Now they got a.
Now they got a reason.
Yeah.
Bro,
so
everybody's at home watching CNN all day, watching on Twitter all day,
on edge, waiting for a white person to look at them.
I had to take a break from social media, bro.
I agree.
It's traumatizing a little bit.
I agree.
Talk about social media. Go ahead.
He said it's traumatizing. I think especially when we was in college, we were saying so. I mean, I know in college, I think I was just paying attention. Maybe I was just paying attention more. You know what I'm saying? So I would see so many people getting shot and killed. You know what I'm saying? Just point, you know what I'm saying, on Twitter and stuff. Reason. So like when I seen this one, I will say I am guilty of just like scrolling past it and not, cause I'm so used. I'm really like used to it. So it's like people like the shock tweets and people being surprised. I'm like, this shit is regular.
10,
you know what I'm saying? So like this shit kind of regular, and me kind of like not having no solution. You know what I'm saying, or really how to go about it. But I definitely think I do want to get involved somehow. Like you said.
No, 100%.
In some way,
100%.
if you know what I'm saying, if anybody know what I'm saying, that's listening, know of any ways, or definitely hit me up, hit us up on Instagram, because I definitely want to get involved somehow.
So talk about social media. Desi Banks, He posts. Well, actually, there's been a lot of people like Desi Banks, the guy that I don't know y'all ever watched the Get Down or the Wu Tang Story.
Yeah.
The person who plays Scarface.
Okay.
He basically was like, he was one of those. It's black people are killing black people.
Oh.
We need to start within. We need. It's not just a white.
I hate
black
the
person.
black on black crime to white on black crime.
Right, which had those two different things.
Christ.
He's one of them. Desi Banks, controversial tweet talking about Martin Luther King and everything was a protest. Looting is a crime. But again,
you just said, they respond with all those peaceful protests have been responded with violence.
Yeah, you can't tell people how to react to injustice.
No,
Just like exactly. I mean, I 100% agree with that because like if you hit somebody, you can't tell them how to react. If you can't tell somebody how to react to something that you did to them.
Nope.
Like you just can't do that. And they definitely trying to. You see them trying to police how we react to the injustice to us.
To their liking.
Yeah. And then you bring up the black on black crime. I always hate when people do that. I hate when people do that too because the thing is, with black on black crime, we get punished for it. That's why we make up 40% of fucking jail population. We get punished.
Right.
Like we go to jail. You guys get off. We're mad at the injustice.
We're getting max sentences.
Yes, we're mad at the
50, 100 years. The book thrown at us. They getting parole possibilities. Like we're not getting the same. It's not equal all the way around the board. Like
at all.
That's what they fail to really realize.
I really feel like if a white person ever hates black people, the best job for him is the police. Like it's the where can you go where you can kill black people
CI? I mean,
legally?
Yeah.
CO.
And then most of the times is they get fired or administrative leave, and then another precinct picks them up. Mm-hmm. Like they'll just move them somewhere else.
Yeah.
So it's like where like.
I got a question for y'all. So say like if you was white, would you be willing to give up your white privilege?
I was white.
If I was white, would I stand with black people?
Would you be willing? Would you want to?
I would stand with black people.
Because it was weird. I was in a backstory. I was in a class in college, and we had like a group meeting or whatever, and it was like a moderator or whatever. It was like 15 people in the group, and it's of course we go to a Peter React, so it was only 2 black people in there, and the moderator asked like the girl that was next to me like, would you be willing to give Kel your white privilege for a day? And it's like all white people, so all the white people just look, and the white girl was like, I mean, could I share? Yeah. No. She basically was like,
honestly, like I like the people, the you know how like they got the bad apples, and then it's like the people who don't speak up. Apples.
Right.
I completely understand the people who don't speak up. I get it. From on a personal level, I get that because if I'm not being affected and I'm living this wonderful fucking life that with no strings or problems, like I can get away with anything, why would I want to keep that?
Right.
But on the other hand, it's like you can't ignore how other people are being treated.
Right.
So, I mean, I get it, like why you don't step up, but it's like at the same time you should have some type of morals, like to do something about it.
Two things about that.
I think they're numb to it to a certain extent.
I just don't think they understand either because they just they're either ignorant to it or they just don't live in a world where they see it. But also because Chris Rock also always, because you always hear them people say there's a bad apples, few bad apples. Yeah. He was like, there's certain jobs you can't have bad apples. Yeah. Like he was like an airplane pilot. You can't have a bad. Yeah.
You can't be a bad pilot.
Yeah. He was like I can't. Oh, American Airlines. Damn. Some of our pilots like to land. And some of them just.
But you had a review on your pilot, like how many successful landings they had, how many planes they crashed.
It needs to be 100% success rate.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what's like. Yeah. So and cops have to be one of those jobs. You just can't have bad apples.
Right.
Nah, facts.
You can't be a bad doctor. Like.
Right.
You killed it. How many people you killed?
Yeah.
In surgery? No, you're done.
And then to the whole point, back to bring it back. I was watching this video. It was basically like what you said. Like how many of you would like they asked. How many of you would give up your white privilege, or how many of you want to be treated like black people are being treated now? And all of them sat down. No one stood up. So there was like, they were like, so you know what's going. That means you know what's going on, and you're not doing anything to do anything to correct it. Mm. So it's like you're part of the problem because by your silence, you're inadvertently enabling it. So
and I think I sometimes. I sometimes think like even if I say like the roles were reversed and like we were, you know what I'm saying?
The majority?
Yeah.
I think I would stand with other races if a minority was being like hurt, and I was the majority.
I'm gonna put a video in the chat, and I'll put on Instagram.
I just can't.
Where they did this exact thing. They did this white woman did this exact experiment where it was like she treated white people exactly how black people be treated, while black people sat around and like
black people don't go for that.
And they stepped up.
But the crazy part, you just gotta watch the video. But the crazy part is, cause they had like the way she did it was by eyes. Like if you had brown eyes, you were basically treated with privilege. You had blue eyes, and there was a white woman who had brown eyes. She hated so much that white people were being treated like this. She kind of like botched the whole experiment because she just hated seeing her people being treated, and she didn't understand
why it was happening.
Yeah. Right. So, but I'll put that in chat.
All right. That's all I got on it. I can't take this no more.
I can still take it.
I mean,
it's going to keep going on.
It's
not going to stop.
I mean, if you guys want to continue talking about it, we can. But how much time we in?
We are at 26 minutes. We can lighten the mood.
We can transition.
What you want to transition?
We had to talk about it.
We definitely did. Definitely had to speak on it. That's it.